Today, in this e-learning session, we shall discuss about one of the fossil members of your course that belongs to Pteridophyta. The name of the plant is Rhynia. The systematic position of which is Pteridophyta, Rhinopsida, Rhynians, Rhyniaceae, and the genus is Rhynia. Friends, Rhynia is a single species genus. It is the type genus for Rhinophytales. It is a fossil that is available as fossilized petrifaction. It is represented by two species. One of it is known as Rhynia major and the second one is known as Rhynia viney ovine. R major was discovered in 1920, whereas Vogoni was discovered in 1917 by two scientists, Robert Kitts and William Lang. These both scientists, they discovered these two species. Now this name was kept in honor of the former botanist Viney Vogoni. These two species were found from the place of its discovery named Rhynie, Churt in district Aberdeenshire, of Scotland, England. These were found near silica rich hot springs. The as per geological time scale, these were found to be Middle Devonian period, about 380 million years ago. There are evidences which suggest that these plants were growing near active volcanoes in peaty habitats. The plants, both R major as well as R vogoni, when talking about their external morphology, the R major was found to be about 50 centimeters in height and the diameter of the aerial shoot, it varied from 1.6 to 6 millimeter, whereas Vogoni was found to be about 20 centimeters in height and the diameter of it varied from 1 to 3 millimeters. As we can see that the plant body is can be differentiated into a rhizome and aerial shoots. The rhizome is dichotomously branched with rhizoids on the lower side and these aerial shoots on the upper side. Sporangia were also found but not on all the tips of aerial shoots. These sporangia were having tetraspores which showed that they were the result of meiosis, showing the nature of this plant to be sporophytic. Now, we can conclude that the Rhynia was a sporophytic plant in which the body was differentiated into a rhizome, which was normally underground. It was creeping in nature, bearing adventitious roots on the lower side as is typical of other pteridophytes, an aerial shoot which is again dichotomously branched, and some of the shoots had sporangia on their apices. The viny mahogany species was also having some adventitious branches on the aerial shoots. The function of which we will discuss afterwards. It would be better to call these structures as rhizoids. Roots were as such absent. These rhizoids were unicellular in nature. The aerial shoot of this R major was smooth, whereas the smaller member was having aerial adventitious branches. These both shoots were photosynthetic in nature, means they helped in making food. These were cylindrical in nature. In 1986, Edwards observed in the sections of aerial shoots as well as rhizome that both were having same structures internally, aerial shoot as well as the rhizome. Now, this is the section of the aerial shoot, and this same structure is also found in the rhizome. Now, drawing a line sketch of the section that I showed you just now, following structures are seen in the anatomy. The outermost layer was found to be cuticle. Just below cuticle was single layered epidermis, broken at places by stomata. The inner cortical region can be differentiated into two parts: outer cortex and inner cortex. The cells of the outer cortex were 1 to 4 cell in thickness, 1 to 4 cell in thickness, and there was no intercellular space, while the inner cortex consisted of cells having intercellular spaces between them. Endodermis and pericycle were not found. And now coming to the most important part of this anatomy. Now this is TS rhizome or aerial shoot. The stele was protostele, and in this case it was haplostele, in which a central circular core of xylem was surrounded by fluid. There was no pith, and that's why the stele was haplostele. Now, a very unique thing about this anatomy was Edward found that one of the species, the bigger one, R major, was lacking secondary thickenings bar in the xylem, a character similar to bryophytes. Whereas the xylem of R. viny mahogany had secondary wall thickenings in the xylem cells, which shows their similarity with pteridophytes, or we can say vascular plants. For that reason, Edwards created a new group known as Aglophyton. in which he then placed R major, and R Mahogany was kept separately. It was also found by Edwards that the R major was showing mycorrhizal association because the roots were absent in case of R major, thereby it was showing association with the fungus. Now coming to the reproduction of Rhynia, the only reproductive body that was found in Rhynia was sporangia. The size of sporangia in case of R major was found to be 12 millimeters in length and 4 millimeters in diameter. Whereas in Viney mahogany, the diameter of sporangia was found to be 1 millimeter. The adventitious branches that were found on the aerial shoots of R. Viney mahogany were supposed to help in the vegetative propagation of the plant. On cutting an LS of this sporangia, we can see following structures. Outermost is cuticle, which is followed by a single layered epidermis. The epidermis is then followed by middle layers, and the innermost layer is of tapetum. And inside tapetum is present sporangial cavity in which spore tetrads were observed. Like this. The spore tetrads are made up of 4 spores which are attached together in tetrahedral tetrad shape. Now the size of the spore was about 60 micron. The middle layers were about 2 to 3 layered thick. All the spores that were found in the sporangia were of same nature, showing the homosporous nature of Rhynia. Though no exact mechanism of spore dispersal was found, but it was supposed that the decay of the sporangial wall would be a reason for the dispersal of the spores. Now, while talking about the phylogeny of Rhynia, what we have in our hands now, in 2004, Crane et al. He prepared a cladogram for polysporosporangiophytes according to which agrophytes are the sister branch of tracheophytes. Now, in agrophytes, now we include R major. Since this plant was not having secondary wall thickenings in the xylem, therefore this character was supposed to be very much close to the bryophytes. In Tracheophytes, now we place our fossil plant Rhynia viney wahogany, which is having secondary thickening. Since this type of observation was made afterwards, that's why now when we study Rhynia, we study only about Rhynia viney wahogany and not about Rhynia major. Now this is considered to be the sister branch of this and is between the bryophytes and pteridophytes. Hope you will learn a lot from this video dealing with other pteridophytes in other e-learning sessions. Thank you.